Alright, motherfuckers, we back.
Back at it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call It podcast.
What time?
I am your host, X, and I'm here with my brother from another mother, the banana fudge lover. Dub. What's happening, brother?
What's up, my brother? We are back.
Yeah,
for
man.
Number 20, man.
20.
Back again.
Yeah.
You know how we do. We another episode in, man. For everybody out there, told y'all on the last episode that we are on all platforms. So we are now on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and Google Podcasts.
Yeah.
So please,
I forgot the last one. I'm glad you remembered because I wasn't gonna have it.
Yeah, so please make sure y'all, especially on YouTube, make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, comment. Please,
please do.
Follow us on Instagram at 2 Cent Podcast. We are always, we usually go live, before the show every Friday night, so you can catch us there. Just check us out. Housekeeping rules, my brother. What are you drinking tonight?
Got my grown man on tonight. I'm doing straight cognac.
Cognac neat. That's what I'm talking about.
What you drinking over there?
Cognac glass and everything.
Yeah, man. Always, you know.
I'm taking it back to the holidays. I'm doing a a la mode. A la mode, man.
Hey.
I got the apple whiskey with the cream, the bourbon cream. So, we in here. Tis the season. I'm in holiday spirit, so we drinking holiday drinks, man.
Yeah, man. I'm over here bumping shit. Let me make sure nothing else gets broken in my apartment.
So that's what we doing right now. That's what we gonna do right now.
Another story for another time.
Nah, we gonna tell the story right now. So I accidentally, let me tell you, X first of all got his couch from the Mexican people in Pleasant Grove. And
it was in Addison. It was in Addison.
And I did a little free fall on the couch, and it free fell back.
Yes. That bitch hit the floor. Went low.
Yeah, but it's all good. We're gonna take care of it. We're gonna make sure it's good. But
it's all good. All love, brother. All love.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna talk about the weeks, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna start with me this week.
Okay. How was your week?
It's been good, man. It's been good. It's been different.
Okay.
I am now a father of 3.
Please explain this, because you sounded like me.
Nah, but my sister and my nephews came. They moved in with me for a little while. Just to get a few things straight.
Okay.
So it's a little different, man.
How is that?
It's cool. It's actually cool.
Okay.
I'm very close to my nephews. I love having them around. They have amazing personalities, and they crack me up, man. They are hilarious.
This is the same nephew that stole the car?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But he gave it back. They are hilarious, man. Ages 4, 8, and 12. One of them just turned 12. So, shout out to my oldest nephew Aiden. Happy birthday, brother. Yeah, man. It's
12. I remember when I was 12. That's when I started kind of exploring stuff. So you might want to.
Nah, we not.
You might want to.
Hopefully, we're not getting there yet.
Check your laundry.
We'll figure it out, man. Let me tell you that there are things that come with that you gotta figure out, man.
Yeah.
So I went to pick up them from school earlier today, and I felt stupid because
you know how to get into the parking lot and drive the pickup circle.
So I knew how to get into the pickup line, but the signs fucked me up.
Okay.
So they have. When you go to pick them up, they have the sign that I guess, and I still can't figure it the fuck out, and somebody gonna have to explain to me, but they have the signs that you put, I didn't know if you were supposed to put them bitches in your dash, or put them in the window,
okay,
or how you were supposed to, but I got 2 of them that I'm picking up, so I'm like, well, they don't fit in the window side by side, so do you put the fuckers on the dash, or do you hold the bitches up like But we figured it out. They got in the car and we was good to go. So
I'm glad they gave it to the right person.
But we made it work, man. But other than that, man, it's cool. The only thing that you have to deal with differently with kids is they ask a whole bunch of questions.
Brother, why are you telling me this? Like I'm not a former father of two.
Yeah.
Well, let me stop saying it because
Let me stop saying that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I have no kids lately, so we can build together.
All right. Yeah, but when you're not used to being questioned about like it fucked me up earlier because I was leaving the house and my youngest nephew, because since they just moved, he's not in daycare yet, and so he asked me, "Uncle, where are you going?" And I started to say, "To mind my business," but I had to realize.
Father, fuck you.
I had to realize that he genuinely
wanted to know.
He genuinely wanted to know where Uncle was going. So, I had to break it down. And, hey, nephew, I'm going to the gym. I'll be back in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just little things like that getting used to. But other than that, man, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I can't complain at all, man. I'm happy to have him there and spend some time with him. So, yeah, man, it's good. It's different, but it's good.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. So, how was your week?
My week was very interesting.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Saturday went to go hang out with a certain person. We didn't. I did.
When did we hang out?
Friday.
Okay.
Friday we recorded.
We did.
Saturday I went out.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's talk about it.
Oh, Friday we did go out.
We did
to
little spot,
karaoke spot. It was very seasoned in there.
It was
as well. Met some not old people, but some people that we knew from the past.
It was old.
Well, the people that we knew from the past and stuff. And they had their own life going on. We were just there hanging out.
Yeah.
Definitely realized that my patience level isn't as high. Yours isn't either. You said you need to work on your.
It wasn't a realization. I already knew.
You said you need to work on your drunk face because it was a white man in there doing the most. He was in there twerking and doing the splits and break dancing and electric sliding, bumping into everybody. I was like, I'm about to slap the fuck out of somebody tonight because he doing the most.
Hey, cutting up.
But ended up doing that. Had some decisions to make at the end of the night.
I'm glad you made good ones.
That night I did. That night I did. I drove my ass home. Now next night I was somewhere. No struggle. Shout out. It's a good way to set me off. Next night I tried to be a good friend. And loaned some meat out.
How does it alone?
Well, because I get you this time, and then when I need to, it wasn't no quick and loan. I was in there like Trey Songz said, like it's the last time. So I did that, and then it ended up going somewhere left anyway. But once the week came around, I got pretty excited because my sister and her husband are in town.
Yes.
My brother, he has a big day. He's actually getting married.
Yes, congratulations.
On Sunday. My sister has her baby shower on Saturday.
Congratulations again.
So I'm like, man, good vibes and stuff. It don't matter what you post anywhere. It's good vibe. Don't bring that negative energy.
No negative.
In here and stuff. And brother, let me tell you, I want to thank you for being a good friend.
Okay. I think that's early in the show, but okay.
But let me just get it out now before I start crying and shit.
Okay. Let's go.
And I get too intoxicated and go silent. But thank you, brother. You definitely are a good friend. And like we said, we'll get to it deeper and stuff, and we kind of get into the explanation of that. But
I appreciate that, brother.
We do have guests in the house tonight.
We do. And since we're talking about family, it's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
So let's talk about it. We're gonna introduce our guest. I'll start, man. I I'm gonna hit you with the Miss Your Candy. Where is my beautiful sister? My sister is with me. T, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello. So yeah, I'm Walt's sister.
Yeah.
Sister. Tiara. I'm the one who moved in with him with the 3 boys.
Yes.
And it has definitely been fun so far.
It has been. It has been. Welcome.
I used to live with my sister too.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
He helped me go and get the kids enrolled in school, and the 4-year-old had to let it be known that this is not my daddy.
This is not
my uncle.
I don't blame him.
I love him.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't claim him either.
Nah,
like, he is not my father.
He is not father material. But yeah, man, so it's a family affair. X, go ahead and introduce your guest.
Yeah, so tonight I have my sister Reva in the house
Reva.
and her husband Gary, brother-in-law. Welcome to the show. Y'all kind of just introduce yourselves.
Hey y'all, it's Reva.
It's Gary, Reva's husband, X's brother-in-law. Oh, should I just say brother?
Yeah, we can do brother. Hey,
Brother from another mother?
yeah, definitely. And stuff. We had that conversation about how we don't really do all the in-laws and steps and halves.
We gotta talk about it
and
because me and my brother the same way, but right now he my in-law. We gonna start working on that eventually. But right now he didn't.
right now, yeah. But yeah, man, y'all welcome to the show, man.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
It took us a while to get here, you know.
It
My
did.
sister was out getting ready, and my mama had her out in the streets trying to upstage my brother wedding. So.
Right. Speaking of which, so we talked about our weeks a little bit. Let's get into y'all weeks. T, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. Just getting moved in and getting the kids squared away with school. Had just an interesting week.
Did you sit in a chair yet?
Did I what?
Did you sit in a chair?
Oh yeah.
No, I have not.
Okay.
Not yet.
Sit in a chair and fart in it for me.
By the way, he's talking about my massage chair that got delivered. We in that thing.
Yeah, I've been eyeing it. I was like, oh, and you know what? The kids are going with the dad this weekend. It might be the perfect day.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead.
let's do it. Let's do it. Reva, how has your week been?
Long.
Look,
Very long.
because I know you ready. You ready to drop, ain't you?
Yeah, 7 months. Oh, yeah, 7 months. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Ooh, it's about time.
I remember
I know.
my ex had her kids.
All right.
And I was a father for
For a little bit.
8 months.
So let's talk
Anyway.
about it.
Do you want to be a father again?
I want to be a father of my own children. I'm not opposed to being a stepfather, but that's you got put on the back
All
burner.
in due time.
Yeah.
Well, you
Take your time.
You got a niece and nephew coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to go check on my other nieces and nephews that's down in West Texas.
We got a nephew coming.
Or East Texas.
Reva, how has it been? You ready?
I am ready, and it's been rough. Been going through my little phases. Tired phase, indigestion phase, ready to slap everybody in their
I'm
face
sorry.
phase.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, my brother.
That indigestion ain't no joke.
That's where I'm at now.
It's terrible.
I know she
And
was
then they
letting
don't
it go in that truck earlier. I was like, sis,
Shut up.
I said you need some ginger ale for real.
And they don't take Zantac off the market. That's what worked wonders for me. So
And you know we can only take certain stuff too.
yeah.
So
Yeah, you can't. We've got a first for the show for tonight. Reva cannot drink.
Yes.
So it's our first sober guest
So yes, it is.
on the show. We usually wouldn't let you get away with that, but you gotta excuse.
I get a pass.
Yeah, you get a
yeah,
pass. You get a
it's
pass.
stuff.
So, you got a baby shower coming up this weekend.
Tomorrow.
Yes. How?
Morning.
So you looking forward to that? How?
Gary's like, damn, I had a week too.
My bad, you know. My bad.
No, we good.
Tell us about your weekend, Lo.
Like you said, it's long. We had a long drive up here all the way from North Carolina. So.
Ooh,
17 plus
Yeah.
hours.
7. Wait.
Yes.
You sat in the car at 7 months. for 17.
They do that all the time. I do not know how they do
Let me
that.
tell you, I don't travel. I don't drive past 4 hours. So 17.
Carrying a
Hey.
whole little human.
All of
It's
us is
for
so.
the family. That's the
I-
only
and I-
reason.
and I know he's sitting on your bladder. How many times did y'all have to stop?
I'm really good about using the bathroom. So when we had to get gas is when I use the bathroom. So and since we drove the truck be guzzling gas. So that was
Okay.
often.
Okay. So y'all got in when? Yesterday or today?
Last night.
Okay.
Last
Ooh, that's a long drive.
I tell
But we
them
would've
that
flew
every
though.
time.
But we gotta go get some stuff out of my storage that I still have here in Texas. So that's why we had to drive the truck.
Real.
In Nacogdoches?
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
Why do you still have a storage?
Okay, so you know
You
know
been
there
gone
was
for
a
like
thing
2
called
years.
COVID-19 and the pandemic, and
Okay.
it shut everything down. So
But you been gone for like 2 years.
I ain't been gone for no 2 years.
You been gone for like 2 years.
Can I
No,
Can I ask?
it's a year and a half.
Can I ask how did y'all end up in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in
Come
there.
Okay, gotcha.
The stuff I cried my eyes out. I was like,
You probably
You know, he's
did cry.
sensitive.
Yeah, you probably did cry.
I was close to it and stuff. Me and my sister, that was my first best friend and stuff like that. And she would take whoopings for me.
I
Stuff
showed
like that.
I covered for him
I
Yeah.
love it.
so he wouldn't
Well,
get whooped.
Doug was my best friend as well, bro.
Yeah.
'Cause-
He kicked you to the curb.
No,
Oh, you kicked him to the curb.
no.
Oh, okay.
He still,
Y'all still, y'all still close.
We are very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all close to Zebra now.
Shit, we did the same house.
Don't have a choice to step
Like that.
at least for a little while.
Right, we live in the same house. Nah, but that's what's up, man. Congratulations again, Reva, and I hope that tomorrow. So, are you in all of the planning tomorrow? Or is this supposed to be quote unquote a surprise?
It's not a surprise, but I don't know what's going on. I just know that it's tomorrow at 11:30, and there's gonna be a mimosa bar that I cannot partake in,
Okay.
but everybody else will
You want
be
me to
able
go pick
to
up
enjoy.
some cider?
She got me some cider.
Oh, okay.
And Gary, I know you just showing up. You,
Right.
Just gonna be there?
I'm just showing it. You know.
What time?
You know how we do.
What do I need to wear? Okay, that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get y'all cash after a little bit. So
I was just about to say, where y'all registered? Let the listeners know. Maybe somebody
Amazon,
Generous.
Target, Walmart. You know,
Okay.
there's a ton of stuff on there y'all can choose from.
Hey.
Can y'all put that in the link? Get her some gifts.
I wish y'all ain't got vanilla folders on there.
Oh, speaking of which, we are. I don't know if you follow us on Instagram. You have seen that we have caught up. So we are up to the current episode. So this episode that we are recording now will go live on all platforms coming on Sunday.
Okay, we're gonna put it on there Sunday too as well. Okay, you gotta make sure I didn't
I
see
like
it.
that y'all say
Last.
best over y'all work nationwide.
I gotta make sure I get it. Last week I didn't get up in time, and
Hey,
I posted like 2 hours late,
whenever you post it, brother, is when I'm gonna make sure that it's on all the platforms.
and I had an extra hour.
But yeah, so
It was still late.
yeah, hey, that extra hour. Let me tell you, they like. I don't even know why we still use daylight savings. Does anybody know that?
I don't.
I don't, for the farmers,
What form?
Who
they're still farmers.
Yeah, but are they
In
farming?
Texas?
Are they farming without lights now? Because I mean, we have lights.
I mean, it's all based off the southern. You know, people be talking about retrograding. I don't know, make the
Let me tell you, what,
make the corn grow reverse.
what I don't understand is why I get so sleepy after daylight savings, and
Tell you something,
it's
brother.
only an hour.
I get sleepy regardless.
Real quick, and not to go too far off topic, but speaking of
Come on, T,
farmers,
ride with me.
why
Step
my
on my-
8-year-old? So their
Oh
school,
my God.
their school allowed them to select certain clubs that they can participate in.
Okay.
My 8-year-old, they get their first, second, and third choice.
Guess what he selected?
Farmer.
He selected gardening,
Okay.
yoga,
Okay.
and Legos.
Okay.
It's a Lego club.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's a lot of money in Lego.
I'm saying.
So let me tell y'all. No, this is my sister definitely. We branded my nephews. My oldest.
What they get?
My oldest nephew acts just like my older brother.
Oh, okay. You talking about as far as that person? I thought you was talking about. Thought you was talking about.
Yes.
No.
Thought they had joined the frat or something.
My middle nephew acts just like me. He's when I tell you he's so far left.
He's eccentric. For sure.
He marches to the beat of his own drum and he does not give a fuck. Like
You be breaking couches. You be breaking couches too.
he probably will break.
His bony behind can't break no couch right now. But he was bony as a kid too. So.
Yeah,
Well, it's all good. But every time I gotta bring it up because I went through a death myself and
you did. You did, and I was there. But it's okay.
But you weren't there.
I was.
You weren't there unless I went through another death.
You definitely went through another one.
I done went through enough furniture. Both of us almost went through a chair at that fashion show. Them bitches was flimsy as motherfucker.
And we were drunk. The one that we left before we. Never mind.
Look, I'm sorry I done got off topic again.
Yeah, but
Y'all done branded all the children.
Yeah, man, my middle nephew is just like me, man. He's opinionated. He's like me as an adult, though. I was never the way he is as a kid.
He's opinionated. He's definitely gonna call you out. He's
on everything.
He's very direct.
On everything. He does not know how to sugarcoat.
Well, yeah, that's definitely does.
He told his dad. He said, and again, not to go too far off topic, but he told his dad. He sent him a text message. His dad actually thought I had sent the text message until he realized he spelled asthma wrong. But he sent him a text message and said, "Why do you smoke? Don't you know it's bad for your lungs and your health? And do you not think I still have asthma?" He spelled asthma, ASMA.
At least he spelled it that way. I thought he spelled it with another S in there.
Yeah, that tells you. Yeah, that for sure tells you a little bit about him and exactly how direct he is.
Very.
He's amazing though. He definitely is one of them people that will tell you. You know what I'm saying? The first thing that comes to his mind, and I love it because it's honesty. He's the most honest person, the most honest kid I've ever known.
Sure. Now I do have to dial it back sometimes because I'm like, you still need to be respectful.
Yeah, kid. He's direct.
But.
So, Reva and Gary, how is Jordan handling having a little brother? I know she has other little brothers as well, but how's she dealing with another?
Well, she's excited. She wanted a sister, but she's excited.
Boy gang. I'm always I'm always the person wishing for a boy. Like
I was ready.
Everybody wanted a boy.
Man, let me tell you something.
Did you want a boy?
I did. You know what? I always wanted a boy. I wouldn't say I never wanted a girl, but I mostly wanted a boy.
Hey,
you wanted twins though, right?
I knew.
We wanted twins. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
to get them
now, yeah, I wanted twins. So I was like, man, we're gonna have twins, have a boy and a girl, and be done. That's it.
It was like a solid 8 months. I was trying to get twins.
Well, it didn't happen that way,
But she had that implant, so. Yeah.
Hey,
so you were just practicing.
Boy.
Very well. It's first team, all district.
I don't care what nobody say. Boys are easy. Like, boys are easy. Like, let me tell you, I got 3 nephews and I got 2 nieces. And when I tell you and I think it's because the way you can discipline them differently, right? Mm-hmm. Like, boys, you can be like, hey, cut the shit out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, girls, you gotta be a little more tender. Like, you gotta take it's gotta be a little more patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, boys, you can just get with it. Hey, I told you to do this.
Let me tell you something.
Well, boys are definitely more loving towards mama, so you'll get all that love, especially when they're little. Yeah, so.
It's when they get in their teenage years. They'll be like, alright, you love me too much. Let me trying to do my own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least it's not like girls, because girls get in their teenage years and they hate everybody. So
Lies. I was not like that.
what's you?
She was my sister was pretty good. She hated me because I used to make her late. I was thinking about this other day. I went to go get barbecue from LB and her brother.
He still makes me late. Still makes me late.
And me and my freshman year and my sister's junior year, we were in 2 different schools. And I would always be late. And I would make her late for basketball practice. So they would have to do punishment.
School.
They would have to do punishment.
So we had to get early.
And they would be mad at me because I was making her late. So.
I mean,
because we had to run. If somebody was late, we had to run.
Yeah.
And if I'm late, I gotta make everybody else run. But I'm late because him over there.
Let me tell you. If don't nobody know, I know.
Let me get right, man. Let me get right. I had to get my Hawaiian shirt. She's
He's gonna
straight.
be late. He's gonna be late, man. But although he's gonna be late, he's a good friend. I can't deny that. This podcast definitely, and I talked on it in the last episode, man. Again, brother, I am happy to be doing this podcast with you, man.
Definitely, my brother's same on this side.
Yeah, coming out of the, well, I guess we kind of still in it, but I'm gonna say coming out of the pandemic.
You were never in the pandemic.
Well, like, with my job, I can never be in it. But yeah, man, it's definitely been something that I look forward to every Friday. Happy to be doing this, man. Let's dive into a little bit about good friends, man. You talked about you started to touch on it a little earlier, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and have your time.
Fuck you! I ain't giving you your flowers no more. But no, we kind of had a conversation earlier about what is a good friend.
Yeah.
And to me, a good friend is somebody that you can depend on, somebody that you can talk to, somebody that you can trust with your deepest and your darkest. Somebody that's not going to judge too much, but they are going to judge. And then somebody that's going to tell you when you're wrong.
Yep.
How do you feel about the definition of a friend? A good friend.
Yeah, we definitely had this conversation at happy hour, and I think more so is the person that's in your corner, but is also going to make sure that you're not on no bullshit. You feel me? Somebody that can cheer you on when they know you need it, but at the same time, when you get to a point to where you may be far left, they bring you back to center.
Gotta bring you back in.
Yeah, and definitely for us, and we've gotten to that balance, right? You know, I talked about last episode how, you know, when we talk about things now, both of us, you know, we approach the situation on the topic of, what do you need from me at this moment?
Yeah.
Do you need me to be a sounding board,
or do you need me?
Or do you need me to give you the real?
The real, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you've got to. That comes. I feel like personally, that comes with maturity. Like, you gotta know the friends around you, and you gotta know what you need to be to somebody else at that moment.
Yeah.
Like, do I need to tell you? Do I need to just be here for you, or do I need to tell you what you need to hear at the moment? And it's always a fine line, and you've got to walk that line, and you've got to ask what that other person needs from you at the moment, versus just stepping in and saying, "Oh, you did this, and this, or you wrong about this." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it definitely comes with learning.
You gotta learn your friends.
You definitely have to learn your friends, and you have to treat people how to treat you. You have to teach people how to treat you.
I'm glad you corrected that, brother, because I did not know what you were trying to say.
Can I just add to that? I think
you can add whatever you want to add.
When you do have a real true friend and y'all have that bond, like you can feel what your friend needs at that moment. Like, it just flows natural.
Yeah, for sure.
Reva and Gary, how y'all feel about that?
Well, I mean, I think you got a good friend when you can tell somebody something and you ain't gotta tell them that this is something that doesn't need to get out. They're gonna protect you. When you're at your lowest point.
Yeah.
And you feel like you'll do the same thing. It's gotta be that trust there. It's just like with any relationship. If you don't have that trust, you don't have anything.
Definitely.
Trust and communication.
Yeah, and I say that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like we say relationships, but a friendship is a relationship.
It definitely
is. It's definitely a growing phase. It's at the end of the day, you're taking two people's personalities, two people's thoughts, two people's feelings into consideration, and you're making sure that you meet that person where they are or where they need you to be, right?
Definitely.
Because you can't just you can't say all the time, I am just going.
I'm blind to you.
And that brings up another topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say, "Oh, I'm going to expect of you what I give." In every single situation. Like, you got to understand that everybody's different. You got to understand that everybody's going to bring something different to the table. And at the end of the day, that's where you meet that person where they are, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say that, "Oh, I would do this for this person, so I may expect this out of this person." Nah, you got to understand. You got to understand your friends.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So,
but sometimes you do have to have that conversation with a friend. Well, depending on what friends they are. Like, what are your expectations of that friendship?
Yeah.
Like, if I expect you to have my back in a certain situation, or I expect you to be honest and truthful with me in certain situations, you can, have that conversation with them. Like, especially if they don't say nothing and they know all this stuff is going on and they don't bring it to your attention. It's like, you should have a conversation with them. Like, hey, if you know these things are happening, then I need you as a friend to let me know.
Absolutely. I think one thing that he and I, my brother and I, Dove and I have in common is we are big on loyalty.
for sure.
It's like that to me. That's a true friend. Like, if as long as you're loyal, we can pretty much get through anything else. Like, as my best friend, unfortunately, God rest her soul, last year, but my best friend, we went at it like cats and dogs, but at the end of the day, I knew she was loyal to me. She knew I was loyal to her, and that was my sister,
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, like, and me and X talk about this all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely have moments that we tell each other shit that we don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, all the time. And
bruh, you tripping.
You tripping.
You tripping.
And that we had there was a question I asked is, what is a friend definition versus enabler, right? Like, you can't, anybody that has somebody in that corner that's just a yes man or a yes person, that's the I think that's the that can hurt somebody in a friendship or in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
If you gonna just tell me everything I want to hear every single time that I come to you with a situation, then you're not really a true friend. You're an enabler.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they can work on both sides actually, because you might be calling somebody a bad friend because they don't tell you what you want to hear all the time, and then on the opposite side is, okay, you never you never had anything positive to say about me as well. So I mean, I'm not even gonna say it's a fine line. You just have to find a balance, but you definitely don't want somebody that always says that you're right. Yeah. But you don't want somebody that's always saying that you're wrong as well.
Absolutely. I think that also comes with maturity, though. I think if you and your friend are both on the same wavelengths, when they being genuine, and if they really have your back. Like, they're not trying to be negative all the time. Like, they're gonna tell you what you need to hear in that moment. Like, sometimes, like, for my friend, I recognized at moments when she needed to hear the truth, and then sometimes when she just needed me to just shut up and listen.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that comes with the friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, even if you don't know, like you have to in those times ask, and the
you asked me this question,
and that's, I mean, that I think that comes with true friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like I for sure, like in my adulthood or in my growth, I know personally that I can sometimes be, I feel like I'm a natural pessimist, and so, you know, sometimes I can. I'm not even gonna say I'm a pessimist. I'm just gonna say that I am very analytical and I look at things from all aspects.
You're a realist.
Yeah, I'm definitely a realist. And so sometimes when it comes to the conversations that we have, and this is and my sister and actually both of y'all can speak for this. Sometimes when it comes to the conversations that we have, like I have to disseminate that information and say, okay, what in that moment does this person need from me?
Definitely.
Do they need me to just support them, or do they need me to tell them like my opinion or be a realist about the situation? And you have to, I think you have to get to a point to where in the relationship, as far as communication, you have to get to the point to where I can say, hey, what do you need from me? Because sometimes everybody doesn't know, and you got to get to that point to where you can say, hey, as a friend, as a confidant, as a person of, as somebody that's close to you, what do you need from me?
Yeah.
Right.
But at the same time, do you, being on that other end, when it's just you need somebody to tell you what you want, do you get to the point where you're like, oh no, now I gotta tell you what you need to hear versus what you want to hear?
Sometimes.
I think like when your friend is in a crisis, and you just gotta be like, all right, bitch, that bad. This is you tripping now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you'll know when it's like, okay, I can't condone this. I'm gonna have to bring you back down to earth. You know?
Yeah.
So
now, Reva and Gary, in a committed relationship, do y'all ever run into the issue of a hard topic that may come up and you say, okay,
so what you need to hear.
I can't tell you what you want to hear. I gotta tell you what you need to hear.
I think I felt more like that before we got married, but now I feel like there's nothing off limits. Like, we just talk about everything. Just like if it come up, we talk about it, whether it's a difficult conversation or not. Now, I guess the question would be like, how upset is somebody gonna get in that moment when you're having that conversation? But
well, yeah, you know, we kind of even before we got married, we had the conversation where, like, look, we know that we need to communicate. You know, without communication, you gotta have communication, you gotta have trust, and like your sister said, loyalty. You know, you gotta have that. So if there's ever any issue or any problem, talk to me about it. You know what I'm saying? So we need to go ahead and nip that in the bud right away and figure out, get that common ground where we need to go with it.
I think communication was so important for us because we started off long distance. So building that communication was like a key thing to make our relationship work.
Absolutely. I always say that's like key in any relationship. Like, not to go too deep into it, but right now, I guess you guys have figured by now that I am separated right now. So that's why I am staying with my brother right now. And that's one of our biggest issues is the communication piece. And that's crucial and like I said, that's just any relationship, friendship, you know, even work relationships. Like, you have to communicate.
I think you can go back and look over your life and look at almost any relationship that didn't go really well and think about the communication that you had with that person, and see that
it was a breakdown.
That it was an issue with communication a lot of times.
And I think that's we talked about that. Me and X talked about that because I think the communication piece for us is a learned behavior. Because we talk about we often talk about the generation before us, and it's hard to communicate with them. It's so hard because
you look at our parents.
Setting their ways. They already setting their ways.
And
you tell them nothing.
And then growing up and just raising us, and me and my sister, we have this conversation now, when we're dealing with my nephews.
Yeah.
Because it's like we don't ever want to get them to a point to where they feel like they cannot communicate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we grew up like that. We grew up to where we couldn't talk to our parents. We grew up to where it was like, hey, stay in your place and
stay in a child's place.
Yeah, stay in a child's place and you see grown folks talking, and we still do that. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah,
because
still scared of
we were talking
my
about my
pops.
8-year-old. Like, he's very direct, but I let him know. You still have to be respectful.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
you can communicate your feelings, but you still have to be respectful.
Yeah, and we still even we just went through it last week. We just told him, like, when you see us talking, this is a grown conversation. If it doesn't pertain to you and we're having a conversation between adults, yes, you do not come into that conversation, you do not interrupt. But at the same time, if you have something that you have to say at the particular time, then you need to be respectful. Say, hey, excuse me, I need to, interject for a moment and say what I need to say for a second. And then we address it at that point. But we've already talked about, we don't want to limit him to the point to where he doesn't feel like he can express himself, because we've all seen it. You know what I'm saying? We as adults, we talk to people that are holding or harboring in something that may have happened to them as a child because they were never able to get it off the chest, or they were never able to tell anybody around them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So we talk about that all the time as far as having being able to communicate and as we talked about on previous episodes, breaking that generational curse.
Yeah.
Because we can't talk. A lot of things we can't talk to the generation before us on.
Well, let me say this. I would say initially my parents were like that, and I felt like that. But I think, like I was saying, when your cousin was on the podcast, you get to that age, and it's like a sweet spot that you kind of have to find, where you and your parents become more of friends. Yeah,
you stop seeing them as mom and dad, and you start seeing them as, for us, Ricky and Jackie, or you start seeing.
So you still want to be respectful of it, but they
you see them as people versus your parents
and stuff, because like they always say, like it comes a certain age where you start raising your parents, and you start noticing their personalities.
I tell my mom all the time, like, you don't see the red flags? Because I see them clear as day.
So, and that's always cool, where you can just sit down and you can just talk to your parents, and you be like, okay, I'm not about to get my ass beat. Okay, let me just talk to you about this, because I need some real life experience kind of conversation to get this through, and then you can do that. It's cool to get to that certain point.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. I would say, like, it's funny because now, I remember as a teenager putting my biological mom and my stepmom, so Dub and I share a dad, and we have different moms, but his mom was my second mom. Because anyway, that's a different story. We won't get into that.
Not tonight.
But I remember as a teenager putting them through hell. But it's like now I can go talk to them about anything.
Yeah.
Almost anything.
I got to the point where I talked to my dad about some issues, because he's asking why something didn't work out, and I was like, "Hey, I got a whiff of something." I was like, "Oh,
we've been asking what
were you thinking?" Both of them, shit.
Right. What was going through your head at that time?
But speaking of family, man, so we get on this. We definitely get on this podcast, and when I say my brother, I don't mean that just by the sense of just saying the shit, like you are really my brother.
We're brothers in the deepest sense.
Yeah. You are definitely my brother. Blood could make us so closer, and so that gets us to the topic of family that you were born into versus chosen family. And that's a fine line because everybody said you hear the age-old saying, blood is thicker than water. But what if it ain't? Exactly. Reva, go ahead and touch.
I'm just saying, sometimes you have people that or family that are necessarily not good for you or not
blood
down for you.
Yeah.
Exactly, blood. Yeah. And sometimes family can cut deeper than somebody outside.
Man,
so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm one of them. I'm quick to cut you off, and that's the thing. It's like I don't know if it's my zodiac sign as a Virgo. It takes a lot to get us to that point, but when we're done, we're done. Like there is no coming back.
Yeah.
You will hold that grudge for life.
There's only one person that I got beef with in life like that.
I already know who it is.
You already know who it is. Everybody else, you can still come back. You still have an opportunity.
So quick question: what's the cutoff? So even whether it's family, whether it's chosen, whether it's whatever, what's the cutoff to where you get to the point to where you be like, this person is not for me. I just can't fuck with them. I'm done.
You continuously try to destroy me.
Yeah, I would say that, and even to add to that, if I'm giving you chance after chance, if I've communicated with you what I'm having the issue with, and I still feel like, well, not even just feel like, you are showing me you don't care because you're gonna continue
Or respect you,
right? Or respect me. So, and you're gonna continue doing the thing that I'm telling you is cutting me, is hurting me, and you continue to do it. Then that lets me know you give zero fucks and I'm done.
You don't care about me.
And I'm not, and there is no coming back from that. We can be cordial all day long, but we will never be close. And that's family, friends, whoever.
This one person I'm not even cordial with. I wouldn't
punch him in the face.
I wouldn't even punch. I'd ignore the fuck out of him. But every time I hear this person's name, I'm like, why the fuck are you talking to me?
Nah, real-ass talk though. Yeah, I mean, you see how my sister talk, and I think maybe it's just something that runs in our family, but that's me too, and you know that about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I continually tell you, if we have conversation, because I feel like I'm a great communicator. Like, maybe not in my younger days, but as I stand right now, as a 31-year-old, I communicate everything that I feel. And so if I'm telling you time and time again that
I've been trying to order these damn meats for the longest.
That went through my mind. I was like, I wonder if she's ordering them and then the delivery man gonna knock on the door during the episode.
They closed, so I had to go to Wingstop, but I can't even get that ordered.
It's a Wingstop across the highway.
Yeah, but nah. But it as it stands now. I don't even say it because
motherfuckers might know where I say it.
Right. As it stands now, man, I communicate.
I got that shit on me. Don't come up here.
Nah, but as it stands now, man, I'm a great communicator. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will literally tell you exactly what's on my mind and why I feel in the manner that I feel, why I feel which way I feel at the moment. And if you blatantly tell me after that, like, if you show me after that you don't give a fuck what I told you, it's grounds. It's grounds for the cutoff.
Reva and Gary, how y'all?
Love you from afar.
That's all I can get you. I can't give you nothing else.
Because I definitely, let me tell you, I never stopped caring about you. I never stopped loving you.
Right.
Like, I mean,
and that's the thing. Like, when it comes to family, like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna always have some type of love for you. Yeah. But just because I love you does not mean I have to disturb my peace to force a toxic relationship.
Hold on.
She said
that's
a
word.
Yeah.
That's a word. Hold on, goddamn. Don't disturb this groove, shit.
But yeah, like, I'm gonna put myself first. You putting yourself first, so I'm gonna put myself first, and you're not gonna disrupt my peace.
I'm not gonna leave nothing around you because you stole my Game Boy one.
Leave it to Cat Williams because I'm in tune. My star player.
I'm forever gonna remember that game.
I'm in tune.
Yeah, I told Gary about that. told Gary about the Game Boy like 12 times. I was like, that motherfucker started my Game Boy when I was 6 years old.
I'm a two. So yeah, what for y'all, Reva and Gary? What gets you to that cutoff?
I think for me is if every time you're with this person or every time you're in any kind of communication or something it's always something negative or they're making you feel the negativity is always there. It's time to cut them off. You know, you gotta let it go. It's already enough stress in your life with day-to-day activities and stuff that you got going on in your own life. We don't need your negativity all around too. So
bingo.
Lies and disrespect. That's what gets me to cut somebody off.
Ooh,
continuously lying and just being straight disrespectful.
Let me tell you, don't fucking lie to me. Because I tell people all the time, I am a analytical thinker. I dissect.
So
and
do you
analyze.
want me to go there?
Let's get it. I dissect and analyze everything.
Because are we going
Let's
there?
get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it out.
Because I'm about to put it all out there.
Let's get it.
Yeah, look, I don't like to edit shit, so don't put shit out there that ain't gonna go back. It's gonna be out there.
Okay, so I won't go all the way there, but he Dub can tell you, like, that's my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah.
And that's just because of how we were raised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot stand a liar. Like, that is the quickest way to be cut out of my life.
Scratch a lie, smell a thief.
Yeah, let me tell you.
I don't know if y'all say that.
We're the same. We're the same in this aspect. We don't ask questions that we don't already know the answer to.
Exactly.
So
I sit up there and tell you too.
Let me tell you, I will set your motherfucking ass up to tell me a lie. And if you step into that realm and you decide that you're gonna lie to me after I know the answer, we good.
Before you answer this question, tell me the truth because I might already know the answer. What were you gonna say?
I ain't even gonna say might. Shit.
I already know the answer.
It's not a probably. I know the answer. Shit. I'm asking you the question because I'm giving you the opportunity to clear your name before we get. Because let me tell you, you can do the most fucked up shit, but if you tell me the truth, I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna let you make it maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
Not too many times. Let's get it straight. But if you tell me the truth, you know, we can. That's potentially something that we can get over. But don't fucking lie to me. And you in my face, and I know you lying. Good. Yes. Let's get it.
Let's come back.
I used to be the one where I would have to, like, the old immature me, I would have to call you out on your shit. Like, I had to. Like, it would eat me alive if I didn't.
We was the same in that.
But it's like now, I'm not gonna call you out because first of all, you old enough, you know what you did.
Yeah.
Sure. Alright, I'm just.
And me calling you out is not gonna, it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
So it's just at that point when we've gotten to that point, it's time to cut you off.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm over it. But changing subjects. We are in holiday season, man.
Yeah.
Somebody brought up to us.
Barley.
Nah.
Hold on. Speaking of holiday season, why the Chick-fil-A by my old house? Why did they have Jesus and the Christmas lights up the day before Halloween? I was like,
well, you know they a Christian organization.
That's God's chicken.
Let me tell you this. I went to Chick-fil-A. I was 75, and they had a manager that was LGBTQ. Whatever.
ABC.
One of those. And he was, and I was like, oh, okay. That's dope. Because, you know, they had that whole controversy where they was doing the conversion and shit. I was like, oh, okay.
I'm surprised.
Right.
I swear to God, my best friend who passed away, she swore it down. She was like, oh yeah, you know they listen to praise and worship music every day. I was like, you're lying. Do they really go?
They need to. It's my pleasure. Shit. They started the shit out your ass.
Let me tell you what I read.
But I want to know, is that really true? She swore it down that when she went in there that they were playing praise and worship. I was like, I've never heard that, but To be fair, I never go inside Chick-fil-A. I'm always in the
drive.
I go in there in the morning. I never heard. But let me tell you something. While I was in the parking lot, I thought of this. This is how random X's brain is. Imagine being recorded. You go in and you start shit with a Chick-fil-A employee, and they wash your ass. And then at the end of it, they say, "My pleasure."
You gotta feel like shit.
And that shit's just posted on the internet for everybody to see. I'm like, that's gotta suck.
Look, sidebar. Can we talk about this real quick? It can be a short conversation. But why Popeyes gotta be so fucking rude?
Because
they don't feel like
they are the worst.
Because Popeyes,
and then they be trying to rush you through your order too.
They ran by your auntie now. Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A ran by guys.
Chicken. I keep telling y'all that. It's that anointed chicken.
I'm like, Popeyes, can y'all just get? I mean, hell, y'all
every single one of them too.
Every single. I'm like, y'all not even McDonald's customer service. Y'all make McDonald's look good.
My thing is, the motherfuckers be out of chicken. Like the fuck, you pull up to Popeyes, they out of every fucking thing. We out of thighs, we out of legs.
Now mine.
What can I order? Shit.
Mine don't be out of chicken, but what they do be out of is their damn credit card machine don't work.
Oh, yeah.
Their damn soda machine don't work. It's like, well, damn, what do you have besides chicken?
Yeah.
And then even with that, it comes with an attitude. Like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
like being in the first.
Keep your fucking little chicken sandwich. Y'all gonna get my spicy chicken sandwich
from Chick-fil-A. Nah, but hey, holidays coming up, man. We got Thanksgiving in a couple of weeks, man. What holiday food y'all looking? Hey, we got the family in town. What holiday food y'all looking forward to?
Man, my family do it big on Thanksgiving.
Yep. I want some turkey. Yep. And some dressing, and some macaroni and cheese. Some collard greens.
You pregnant projecting right now.
First of all, hold on. Before I was pregnant,
She was gonna eat regardless.
I was gonna eat regardless. So.
Let me ask, what type of turkey? How you like your turkey?
If I had
fried,
to choose, I would
smoked.
choose fried. But I mean,
let me tell you.
Oh, but I want me some smoked.
Let me tell you, because
wings.
I smoke a turkey that'll have you on your ass. I smoke turkey, but I'm not doing it this year because I'm tired.
It's too much work.
Yeah, and I got
you gotta brine that bitch for what, 3 days?
I got shit to do.
Then marinate it for another 3 days. Like
Let me say,
it's crazy.
My mom, she does. Don't be rushing me. Everybody else talking. She does a good dressing that she got the recipe from one of my grandmothers. But my uncle also does a dressing that he does with crawfish meat.
Oh shit!
Yes.
I want some.
Uncle Wayne and stuff. So I might ask him what's up.
Now,
he's in town.
Now, age-old question: cranberry sauce. Do you do that? Can. The shit that you gotta slice up, or
yes.
the shit
the jellied.
Yes.
Do not put no real fucking cranberries.
Don't fucking
in my cranberry sauce. Like, I don't want real cranberries. I want my what is it? Is it giblet or giblet?
Slice that shit.
I think it's giblet.
Giblet or giblet? Okay, I need my giblet gravy with my jellied cranberry sauce.
I need my ocean spray. Put it in a bowl.
Wait. You save that real fucking cranberry sauce for your nasty ass stuffing. Do not put that in my good ass cornbread dressing.
Yeah, man. Looking at the docket, we ain't gonna get to the rest of the topics, but it's okay because
we still doing, man. We missed a week, right?
Yeah,
it's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
We can go. We go ahead and go do it like an hour and a half.
They like us. They love us.
We go.
So
hey, so let's get into.
I was trying to. Wild gonna be on that fucking time.
Hey,
he gonna be watching that bitch.
He stay on time.
Like a choir director. Repeats.
The other day, taking the kids to school, this motherfucker trying to take them at 7:30. I'm like, damn, the doors don't open at 7:40.
No, let me tell you. See, I told you we branded them motherfuckers. The middle child told me it's time to leave. So I was like, well, shit, it's time to leave.
Yeah, it was like 7:15. I'm like, y'all can't even get in the door until 7:40. These school is literally literally 4 minutes away.
That middle, it is 4 minutes away, but that middle kid said it was time to go. And I don't know what the fuck time they supposed to be there.
He's his. Yeah.
He is my protege.
They in FI, and I guess that's the.
No, Crandall. See,
y'all got your own?
See.
Okay, yeah, because that's. I ain't want to put the city out there because people be trying.
Let me tell you pull up to my house.
We got that. Goddamn it.
So you better than we can tell you.
Well, the color ain't about that shit.
But so let's talk about
12 motherfuckers in the house.
Let's talk about you had a post that you want to talk about that you posted this week.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how did that go? What was the post?
So I saw a post that said, damn, what did the post say? Got lay off alcohol. I forgot what the damn post said. What the post said?
It said,
God damn.
Can something like
oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Well,
the original post said, Black women deserve to be loved without suffering first. So what I did was I just replaced black women with black men. And tried to see what the reaction would be on the same thing. Because I definitely believe that black women do deserve to be loved without suffering first. But on the opposite side of that, I do believe that black men deserve to be loved as well. And then I got basically two different responses. One response was, I agree. I support you. You are loved. The other end of the spectrum was, black women need to be loved and supported. They kind of shifted it back to black women and say that black men are the ones that are causing the suffering more. So it's a kind of a touchy subject. You kind of have that double standard of can black men feel loved without having to provide something?
Do we deserve it?
Yeah. Do we deserve to be loved? Based on, I guess, the whole demographic of black men or people that you have dealt with. We got two black women in the room.
I feel like that's a two-part answer. So, first of all, going back to the whole black women deserve to be loved. Like, if you just look at, the history and what we have been put through since, slavery. You have to look at the fact that, our black men were basically dragged away and sold. And we've had to hold it down for the kids by ourselves, throughout all these years.
Definitely.
So I think it has just been a ripple effect from slavery, unfortunately. Black women, we may not know how to love our black men appropriately, and vice versa. I feel like it's the same situation. Our black men don't know how to, not all, obviously, but generalizing. I feel like our black men don't know how to love or take care of their family properly, because that's just what has been that's what the agenda was, and they succeeded. You know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying.
I think a lot of us have learned how to overcome that, and we have a lot of great black men out there, just as we have a lot of great black women out there. But generalizing, I think it's kind of a two-sided sword here.
Gotcha.
And we both need to figure out how to come together and fix that and overcome that.
Other black woman?
She just said everything.
But I like the fact that we are taking responsibility versus shifting responsibility, right?
That's the thing. accountability is a big thing.
Yes.
Because we both played parts in it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And stuff. I don't want to let you. I'm gonna let you go ahead and, and do yours.
Finish what
No,
you said,
but
I agree.
I definitely what I've noticed is that we've gotten into this. I don't even want to. Yeah, it's a tug of war. I don't want to say it's a victimhood Olympics between
Everybody
us.
has pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we get into this lane of I got it bad. No, I got it bad.
Yeah,
no, I got it bad.
Yeah.
And we end up fighting against each other versus working together to kind of figure out how to actually solve the issues. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it's a lot of it. People don't want to take responsibility. It's
Mhm.
always somebody else's fault.
For sure.
It's never that. Let me look at the mirror myself and see what I did or what I could have done better.
Did we not just have this conversation?
We definitely had this conversation at happy hour.
Happy hour. It's like you get to the point to where you want to say the other person is responsible for what happened to me or this outcome, and it's like, okay, at the end of the day, and going back to,
may be true.
It could be,
but are you doing the work?
But at the same time, what did I contribute to this situation?
Definitely.
What did I contribute to this outcome? You can't. There, in most cases, I'm not gonna say all because sometimes you got people that are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
But in most cases, you didn't come to this particular outcome by one person's action. If we're talking about a couple effort.
Mm-hmm.
Both people played some kind of part, some kind of role into why we ended up in the situation that we ended up. And until both people are willing to accept their responsibility and what they brought to the table, then we're going to continue to shift blame on the other person.
Well,
And can I just speak as somebody going through something like similar to that right now? That is 100% accurate. It's like, I definitely can say I own my part, and like I've taken the responsibility on what I could have and should have done differently, and it does take both parties. Like, no relationship, marriage, or anything fails because of just one person. Like, it's not possible. It may be possible that one person may contribute it most, but there's no way that they can carry the burden of all of that. There's just no way.
Yeah, you're correct. I think a lot of times, and every situation is different. Some people just ain't shit. I mean, at the end of the day,
That's true.
And
That is true.
it's nothing you can do about that.
But can I add to that, as the other person on the end of that,
you should have realized.
You knew, you
They
saw
would.
those
Agreed.
red flags.
And you ignored them.
Exactly.
but the pussy was fire.
You accepted the
I can change them.
Exactly. So you still play your part in that.
Yeah.
In your own misery.
Yeah.
Captain Saver.
Me and Wild just had that conversation.
Okay, you gotta stop saving these.
Saving? Don't save.
She don't want to She don't want to be saved. Nah, but I definitely like that post.
This my other beef with black women. With the first one really was a beef, but this is my beef with black women.
Okay.
So recently I watched Harder They Fall.
I gotta watch.
Have y'all watched that yet?
Not yet. Just saved him a list.
Okay.
No.
Don't give a spoiler, but give a
No.
Give a summary.
The actor, Lakeith, I forgot his last name, but he also plays in ATL.
Okay.
I've been seeing these posts from black women saying how he's so sexy, he's so fine, and his beard does not connect and it's very patchy.
Okay.
But they have been telling me that I need to shave my shit off because it does not connect and it's patchy. So which one is it? Is it the money that makes the patchy beard?
Let me tell you. It's definitely the money. They'll get over a lot of things for that paycheck.
I just want to be sexy too.
Some women like a little rugged.
It's the same women that said it wasn't sexy on me.
Right.
Said it's sexy on him.
You know what? Okay, and this could be far left field, and maybe it's just me, but I can tell you from personal experience, there have been some people, some actors that I just thought, okay, he is just so unattractive. But the problem is when you're seeing them over and over in all these different movies and TV shows, and they're just being thrown in your face, then it's kind of like, oh, you know what? He does have some kind of cuteness going on. Yeah, like he has to, and then you start getting more attracted. It's kind of like, I hate to compare it to this, but it's kind of like listening to a song the first time and you're like, this is trash. But the more and more you hear it, it gets real catchy, and then it's just like, all right.
You know all the words.
Okay, T, so what you're saying is I need to post more
They grow
on social media. So they see me with my patchy beard, boy, and they be like, alright.
Yeah, you gotta grow on it. You know?
Let me tell you, I'm in a profession. I'm in a listen. The liquor is talking.
It's talking.
I am
It's
in a
over here,
profession that I cannot have a beard.
Well, because you ain't got that mask on no more.
Yeah. So if you don't like it, you can kiss out of this.
You gotta rock Carl Winslow.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I've gotten used to it, and
You look like you're 12 anyway. So.
Hey, fuck it.
Hey.
It is what it is. It is what it is, man. But as we come to a close, you know, we gotta.
You keep on trying to close. We still have some other stuff on the docket.
You good.
So anyway, white boy out here killing people and stuff like that, getting crocodile tears. How y'all feel about that?
You talking about Mr. Kyle, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, first of all,
You check your brother.
Fuck him.
Trying to end. We said we
let's
gonna
talk
do it
about
out
this
there.
judge though.
Oh, he's racist
Like,
as fuck.
The judge is like making him to be the victim.
You
Mr.
know,
Kyle is the victim. Like,
but let's play devil's advocate, right?
Yeah, let's play devil's advocate.
And I was just thinking about this, and the reason I'm playing devil's advocate is because I was thinking about the topic that we talked about last week about old boy from the NFL with the DUI.
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I was like, at some point, especially being young, we all make stupid ass mistakes and stupid ass decisions.
That's true.
And how many times have we maybe been in that predicament?
No, that's why I said I didn't want to talk about it last week.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. How many times have we maybe in that predicament to where our life could have really been twisted upside down over some shit that we did because
sit
we
right
were,
there.
Okay.
Because we were young and stupid. And I'm not excusing it because it definitely does not excuse the action.
No, right. No, but that's my point. I'm not even concerned about Mr. Kyle. Like, he's 18.
Concerned about the judge.
It's the judge.
Yeah.
You are in a profession where you are supposed to be fair and impartial. And you're not.
Well, that's
the part I'm stuck on.
But you know, it's a lot of
the attorneys and stuff were saying that they didn't want black pastors to come into the courtroom anymore.
Yeah,
and they can compare.
I think that was for the Ahmaud
Arbery.
Yeah,
they compared black pastors to Colonel Sanders in white mask.
I saw that too. Yeah. I saw that. But I mean, let's keep it real. Let's be real. We know this system wasn't meant for us.
Exactly. I was gonna say it's really no surprise at any of this. To be honest with you, like, this has been
any type of conviction is like, oh my god, that really happened. Like, oh wow.
But on the flip side, let's talk about a good an ironic situation. The realtor.
Oh, now you down to keep on talking.
The local, because you took it there. The local realtor around this area that decided to storm the Capitol ended up getting 60 days in jail.
Yeah, she said.
Oh, her blonde hair and blue eye wasn't gonna get me in jail.
Let me tell you,
I'm blonde. I got blue eyes. I have a future and a good career.
The most ironic thing about that situation is that she was so confident. Like, that
She just knew.
Quite frankly, let's be clear. She only got those 60 days before
So, yeah,
she
so
did
she-
that shit.
Yeah, oh, for
She
sure.
was-
for sure.
Let's
She
thank
was-
her
she
for
was
being
somewhat
ignorant
right.
enough
Yes.
to tweet some
Agreed.
dumb shit like that.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because you sent yourself to jail,
Yeah,
honey.
you should probably do 15 days or something like that.
Of course. But
Well, she got
Let's-
60. And
well, let's face
Yep,
it.
they'll let her
Well,
on
and,
vacation.
and it's prison, so she may
Yeah.
do that full 60, regardless of the fact the bitch couldn't last a day. So
So look, on the side note, one of y'all made the comment about the system's not designed for us, which we all know that's true.
Mhm.
So my question is, what do we need to do to turn this around?
we need to
I know it's almost impossible.
we need
Don't
to
get me
do
wrong.
what we're not willing to, which is
sacrifice.
no, that's not even it. Well, that too.
No, you're gonna
but,
have to sacrifice.
well, for sure. But at the same time, we as a collective, and I'm talking about black and brown people, only see elections every 4 years, which does not. That's not how this works.
Mhm.
That's so true.
We don't
Bingo.
understand that local elections are what we need to be focused on.
the
and-
most crucial.
Yeah, and who we need to be electing as in regards to senators, local officials, state officials,
Absolutely.
and
School
Yeah.
boards and everything.
all of the
Judges.
above.
We need to educate ourselves because, first of all,
Key.
the majority of
That's
us
key.
who vote don't even know how the judicial system works
Right.
as a whole.
Yeah.
Well,
vote for 'em.
because we think that elections only happen every 4 years. and
Right.
that's-
That's the ones that do vote. We got the
But
ones that don't
that's how
vote.
they
But that's the ones that don't really. I'm
The
not gonna
ones
say.
that don't vote that don't think that they vote counts
Well-
or matters because they don't understand how.
Well,
it
I'm gonna
works.
say the one that happens every 4 years is the one that, quote unquote, doesn't really
Doesn't
matter.
really-
Like, I mean,
Outside of senators and stuff,
Yeah,
president vote doesn't really matter because he doesn't have too much power.
because checks and balances are in place, and if you're not voting for those checks and balances,
Exactly.
then you aren't really making a change. So, like you said, we definitely have to educate ourselves. We have to educate
A
our
lot
people.
of us did not pay attention.
Yeah, because we
And social
just
studies. man.
we just
Right.
had a local election that
That's
I
not.
wanna
They
say
snuck
like
up on me.
25%. Yeah, 25%.
What?
of
Yeah,
people voted.
Dallas
Yes.
doesn't vote.
Mhm.
Dallas is not a vote.
Yeah,
city.
it was terrible, man.
I can tell you, I went to go vote in that election. I was living in Tarrant County at the time. I went to go vote in that election, and when I tell you, I
In
was
and out.
in and out of there in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Same with me.
But
No lines.
North Dallas, I was in and out.
But for that presidential election, your ass
Oh,
was waiting at least
line-
45
you know
minutes.
me what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So,
ridiculous.
I
So,
mean, everybody out there, if you're not voting in your local elections, please make sure you educate
please.
yourself. Know what's going on in your county, your school district,
Your community.
your city,
Yeah.
your state. You know what I'm saying?
District.
All of,
Learn who the
district.
candidates are too.
Yes,
Yeah.
like all of this is important.
To be honest with you, if there is an election, you need to be voting. I don't
Exactly.
care how small it is. I don't care if it's the vote for the damn superintendent of your school.
City council.
Like city council.
Yeah.
Like you need to be voting.
Let me tell y'all.
You voted on like
what you don't
7
understand
amendments.
is what you don't understand is that your city council is who runs
Mm-hmm.
everything that you think of locally, everything that affects you personally. People always say, "Oh, my vote doesn't matter because it doesn't affect me personally." Everything that affects you personally is on the city council level. Vote for your city council members.
If
Absolutely.
nothing else, I vote in every election just because I respect what our people had to go through
Absolutely.
just to get the right.
Because they didn't have the right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's my
And
other
I'm
beef
like,
with.
and it
Nah.
does not take that much time out of your day. I don't care. Like, I get it. It's a pain. I'm not gonna lie. I had to drive a little ways to go do my voting, unfortunately.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, it's like your ass will drive over there to the mall to go stand in line
Or
for
to
them
go get
damn
some crab
J's,
legs.
or you gonna go
Smoke
drive.
some hookah.
You know,
And
so. Is it really gonna hurt to take 10 minutes out of your day to go vote?
And you know what? A lot of people don't even know. most jobs they'll pay me. You can get paid just to go vote.
You get time off.
2 hours.
Yeah, you get time off.
Most places you get 2 hours.
I work for an amazing company who actually donates money to educate people to vote. And I'm gonna tell you, they give you the whole day to go vote.
Oh shit!
You can actually go volunteer to be
a poll worker.
A poll worker, and they pay you for that.
Oh,
wow. Yeah.
So
it's definitely if you look into your employer, definitely look into everything that you have afforded to you as far as that. Please get out there and vote.
Look up those propositions and stuff.
Yeah. Like I said, everything that you're voting on, especially if you have kids, everything you're voting on in your school district, everything, man. Make sure y'all are out there.
Educate yourselves. Yeah, please.
For sure. We gonna wrap it up with a lighthearted.
Damn, dude, you trying? No, that's what
we gonna wrap it up on a lighter note. Y'all know we gotta come with that list. So this week's list is.
Damn, I didn't even think when I was
top 3. Right. Top 3, and this is in regards to maybe a relationship or you talking to somebody, right?
Yeah. Just
top 3 petty reasons to cut somebody off. Who want to go first?
To cut somebody out?
Yeah. Does everybody have a full list?
No.
Top 3.
I do.
They got a full list.
Do we want to go around 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then
we can do that? Yeah.
Okay.
Top one.
Top 1. Okay. 1 would be no particular order, but this is one of the reasons.
Okay.
I stopped talking to somebody because they called a limeade a limonade. And I had to stop dealing with them.
Oh,
you ain't about to rub off on me.
You know, I was gonna start with a different one, but in that same regards, I can't stand when somebody says conversate. If you do not use converse and you say conversate, we gonna have an issue.
This
like,
is issue.
Please do not say conversate to me, because I'm a judge you immediately.
Oh my god. So for me, like, I don't feel like mine is really petty, but
if it's the one we was talking about earlier, it's not petty.
It's not petty, but you will get cut off for bad breath. Like, bruh, like,
that's a deep shit.
Like,
that's deep shit.
Like, I just, like, how we gonna... Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, we are living in COVID times, so maybe you can wear a mask and that'll help.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, if it's bad enough, I don't know.
I done had some days where I ate something, put my mask on, and I start talking. I'd be like, I stink. Nah, I need to handle this.
I'm a mint, like, that 5, the green 5 gum, it works wonders. Like, it will heal the most.
It might be something deep down in there. They got
they might need like a deep clean.
Yeah,
like get them, all up in there, get all
them gums and everything.
Yeah, below that gum line and get that.
What's yours? What's your one?
Only one I can really think about, or the only one that I thought about that I cut somebody off for, like sloppy kisses. Like, I'm talking about not like just the kind of like a
so she can cut you up.
It's like a disgusting with your whole
like just licking on the side of your cheeks.
Why is it like your saliva is like way and it's like coming down the side of my face?
Who is kissing you? My 2-year-old.
But it's bad as your saliva stink.
Oh God.
It just be on your face. You just
smell like they
smell it for the rest of the day. Like, God.
No.
Oh, you will die.
No. Gary, what's yours, man?
I don't think mine is. Well, I guess it could be petty, but I don't know. I can't deal with a female that smoke. I can't do it.
Oh,
yeah. That's definitely.
Cigarettes at least, I guess.
Nah, I got shit to go off of.
Yeah, nah, I
get my shit off.
I get that. I number 2.
Number 2. This chick that her mom gave me her number when I was working at Best Buy. She had Betty Boop, seat covers, and eyelashes on her car.
Betty Boop.
Please don't decorate the outside of your car. I
don't know if y'all know. She had eyelashes.
The inside you get, but them eyelashes is a fucking no.
I used to have the reindeer antlers and the nose on mine for Christmas.
I remember that, yeah. But that's
not
Christmas.
that bad.
Yeah, no. Them eyelashes.
I had a Jeep, and I thought those were so cute on Jeeps.
Yeah, those eyelashes. I like she tried as fuck.
Yeah, them eyelashes you can miss me with. But my number 2, I can't stand the ugly ass feet. Do something about your feet, man. Or don't wear them hoes out. Like, well, no, not even out. Don't put them hoes on me if they ugly.
Put your feet in the closet.
Take them out.
Bring them hoes out on the
Put on your other feet.
Replace them hoes. What's your number 2?
Okay, I would say my number 2 is I cannot stand, or I have definitely cut off a guy before, and I literally turned around, went back in the house, and didn't ever I blocked him for not opening my car door.
Chivalry.
Yeah.
Chivalry ain't dead.
Yeah.
Chivalry ain't dead. Reva, what's yours?
I mean, that wasn't the only reason, but
Yeah,
that was
it's part
the
of it.
final straw.
That was like,
He probably ugly.
No.
Reva, what's number 2?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I really have a number 2. I know that I would say that in the past, I wouldn't say necessarily cut off, but I would not give somebody a chance if dude was wearing socks and sandals, like somebody.
I had somebody in mind, but I.
Yeah, we gotta leave that alone. Alright, Gary, what's up, number 2?
I think that's very valid.
Let's see, number 2.
Unless he cooking. You
That's what I'm
better
saying.
be
No
barbecuing.
reason.
No,
You
hell
better-
no, because that's your uncle. That's your great uncle.
Yeah,
No.
for sure.
Nope.
I think if the first thing coming out your mouth is what you gonna do for me, you know, ask for money.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta.
Don't-
I think that's
let me
a
tell you-
red flag right there.
The women on the end of the podcast, they gonna disagree with you, but we gonna.
Well, some of them might.
Some of them gonna disagree with you, but yeah,
Yeah.
I feel you.
I don't think I got number 3.
You don't think you're at number 3?
No.
I think I got number 3.
What's your number 3?
Number 3. I just had it in my head and I lost it. Hold on. Number 3. Clingy. I can't stand a clingy female. Like,
Well, it ain't really petty.
it could be. I mean, depending on who you ask. But my thing is, I'm booked and busy. I got my third reason. I just went back and found my third. I got a lot of shit going on. And if you can't get with the fact that I'm busy, because I mean, obviously, you know, AJ was saying you're gonna make time for what you want, and I am.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I'm busy. I got shit to do.
Hey.
And so if you can't understand that, I'm out.
Number 3 for me is gum to tooth ratio.
You got them chipmunk teeth.
Yeah. They got that real small teeth.
You don't got chipmunk teeth, okay?
You don't got chipmunk teeth.
No. Yeah, your smile don't go like all the way up here. That's the third reason why I cut somebody else. Like I can't do it.
Oh man.
Well, my number 3, going back kind of to what you were talking about, my number 3 would be kind of like the mama boy tendencies. Like if you are very clingy to your mom, or not even just your mom, just your family in general. Like, I think family is absolutely important.
For sure.
But when you have an unhealthy dependency on your family, like that's a huge turnout.
Now, you mind if my mom come with us on a date?
No, shit.
Trying to get to
Is she? It's like, is she? Okay,
Or
so
are you fucking her? Shit.
right, what the fuck is happening here?
Right, like the fuck.
Oh,
Reva, number 3.
Oh, number 3. I did remember. I remember I dated this dude, and granted there was like other issues, but the straw that broke it was he got mad because I went to church without him one day.
Oh.
I think I know who you're talking about though.
Like he was legit mad because I went to a church service without him.
He said you can't.
He could have went to the same church.
He said you can't have
serve God without me.
You can't have an individual relationship with the Lord. You got your relationship with the Lord includes me. Goddamn.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Can I go back real quick?
Okay.
I'm so sorry, and I know we gotta cut this off, but real quick, I definitely have dated a guy who literally went to a cult. I went to that church and I was like, this is a freaking cult. He asked me to visit his church and I asked him to visit my church and he refused to visit my church because he couldn't go to anybody's church but his own church. And I'm just going to put it out there. He went to the cult.
Yeah.
You already know.
I'm
the cult.
Yeah, I'm
the
like,
cult. I put it out there.
I was like, yeah, he was a cult.
That was a cult.
Yeah.
That was a freak. I went up in there and I think I had some gum in my mouth. This bitch, and I said it, God forgive me, but I said it. He knew she was a bitch too when she came around there and handed me this card to put my gum on. I must have looked at her and rolled my eyes. Bitch, I'm not spitting my gum out. Fuck you and your pastor. Good day.
Not the pastor.
Sorry, go ahead.
Gary.
I'm sorry.
Not the pastor.
Okay. Let's see, number 3.
Fuck girl.
With his
Oh.
There you go.
We gonna have an edit.
Oh my God. Thank God it ain't you.
Oh, Gary.
I think, man, if we on the first date and she eating more than I do, that's a problem.
She hungry.
You eat more than I do, and I can eat.
I was about to say, like, I don't know what the Shree would be.
She hungry.
First of all, that's a lie.
He said first
We
date.
married.
Nah, you ain't eating more than me.
He said first date.
First day, our first official real date. Then we got I can't remember if it was Buffalo Wild Wings or Cookout. Either one, if it was
If it was a
Buffalo
cookout, she
Wild
was
Wings.
fucking them. What you got? Crawfish? You was fucking them?
No. Cookout's got like they got chicken nuggets, corn dogs,
Gotcha.
burgers and stuff.
Go ahead.
Like I think I remember I got off the plane and we went to Cookout. I ate my whole thing. You barely even finished your food, but I was hungry as I don't know what. And then we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. First of all, you know how I feel about wings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to eat everything that's on the wing.
I'm
not finna leave no skin. I'm not finna leave no chicken meat on there.
Midnight.
ain't no wing.
But how many did I eat? All of them. You know I ain't leave no wing.
No. We stop closing it then.
Yeah. Well, that's our top 3, man. If you listen out there, please comment with your top 3.
Drop them
Let us
down.
know.
Top 3 most petty reasons that you stopped talking to
Most
somebody.
petty reasons that you stopped talking to somebody. We are at the end of the show, my brother.
Yeah, man. Let me see what we're looking at. Damn.
A lot.
I got my glasses on and I still can't see.
It's okay.
As
As always, man, I want to end the show by
30.
I want to end the show,
30.
brother, by telling you I love you, man.
Love you too, bro.
I appreciate
I
that.
love everybody in this room.
Yes, for sure. Love y'all. I appreciate that we are doing this.
Slide up on like David Ruffin.
Bro, I want to continue to do this. I definitely think we got way more episodes in us, man.
Brother, you
I
gotta
don't wanna
push me because you know how you.
Hey, I don't want to stop this anytime soon, man. Y'all know how we do, man. You can agree with us, you can disagree with us, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Father, fuck you.
But at the end of the day, that's just our 2 cents on it, man. Y'all have a good week, man. We appreciate y'all.